everyone, this is Beth Castellini with Lizzie Stamps, and today I am still continuing my videos using the Changing Leaves bundle. I am having so much fun with this bundle, and I just wanted to show a different way to use it. So I got the idea from Rachel Tessman, and I did mine a little different, but you're going to get a really cool effect by using something that you probably don't even know that's in the catalog. But let's get started, and I'm going to show you everything we're going to need. So if you didn't know that there is some designer series paper, and this is called Thoughtful Designs, and it's 12 by 12. But if you'll notice, I'm going to take one of the pieces out. There's several colors, and I'll tell you those colors in a second. But here, look at this. This is the pretty peacock one. And see the gradation of color? So it starts with the dark and then comes light. So you almost have like Lost Lagoon from the peacock. I love this, and it's all silver foiled. So specialty paper. So there's nothing on the other side but this wonderful ombre design. So I love that. It's 12 by 12. And so that's why I used the colors I used for these two cards. The colors are Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Petunia Pop, Pretty Peacock, and Wild Wheat. And I've had this paper for a while, and when I saw Rachel's video and she used this paper, I'm like, oh, that would be a great idea. And I did love that she just has the pop of color, and it's just a 3/4 by 5.5 inch strip. And I just thought this would be perfect. So here is Wild Wheat. Okay, and what I did is, you can see right here, is that I used a special effect right here, and it's called the Metallic Effects Basics. So this is the enamel. Here's the pack right here, and it comes with 3. There's also another that are pearls as well, and the bottle, I mean, this lasts a long time. So we're using the silver today, but it has gold and it has copper in it as well. And it comes in a 3-pack. So I love these effects. And I do want to show you in the catalog on page 111, is you can see right here where they used the metallic effects in gold. And you can take your silicone, if you have a silicone craft sheet or anything that's rubbery, and you can create dots, and those can be embellishments that you can keep for later. So you just let them dry. This dries fairly quickly, but with this technique we're going to do, we are going to be using the heat gun real quick. So here you go. I just love this idea. It's so much fun. Okay, so that's what we're using today. And again, I'm going to show you the Changing Leaves bundle. Here it is right here. This is a hybrid embossing folder. What does hybrid mean? Well, it means that you can cut out and emboss the paper at the same time, okay? So what I did is I took my silver, I took a piece of scrap silver from the silver foil pack that we have, and I made sure that I wanted this particular leaf, okay? And then I also have, just by circumstance, I just got this full piece of the maple leaf, so I'll use that for the inside of the card. And there are, don't forget, there's all other images that you could use if you're creating using this silver foil, which I think is so much fun. The other thing that you will want to use, and this is what I used, is the Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder. Again, it embosses and cuts out at the same time. So you have thank you, you have happy day, thinking of you, hello, love you, you make me smile, with sympathy, celebrate, get well, just because. I like to take a 6x6 of any paper, and I go ahead and just run it through the Big Shot, and I love it. And I just keep it and put it in a Ziploc bag. So this is the ones that I have that we'll decide on what we're going to be using, but I keep it in a Ziploc bag. And here they all are. I love how they cut out. Look how deep the impression is with the embossing folder. I just love it. Okay, so we're going to put those to the side and we'll decide what we're going to do next. So again, here's the stamp set. I'm sorry, the stamp set with the Changing Leaves bundle. I love this one. I love the typeset. I love the writing. I love the lines of the leaves. And again, you do have other elements. You have some dies for the sentiments, and then you have some other fine leaves as well. So, and that's pretty too. That one is really pretty using the silver. Any of these would be great with any color. So you can tell I've already used this a lot, especially with Cajun Craze. I used it for a class I had last week. And of course it's photopolymer clear, and it's going to stain the stamp image, but it's not going to, it won't damage the stamp at all. So you'll just have that, you clean it off and you'll just have that nice little darker hue. Okay, so we're going to put those to the side. And again, here is the pretty peacock one. And I used these pearl effects for this one. This one I used the glass dots that are offered in the catalog with this, in the holiday catalog. So these are going to be coming out. I think you get to start ordering September 5th. So I'm really looking forward to playing more with all of my goodies that I was able to pre-order. And then on the inside here for you. I just think it's so nice. So we're going to be using the inside of one of the sentiments with the Changing Leaves. So we're going to put these to the side right now. And here is what you are going to need. All right, so here I have a piece of 5.5 by 7 3/4, okay? Because you want to cut off the 3/4 piece. You want to cut off that 3/4 piece because the strip of 5.5 by 3/4 is you're going to be laying this in here, okay? Then I took a 2-inch circle punch. This is the 2-inch circle punch. You can find it under the online exclusives. And I cut out 3 pieces. I punched out 3 circles. And then what I did is I took the embossing folder and just placed them into the embossing folder. And you want to make sure that you capture some of the bigger leaves, okay? So I did this one here, and I did this one about here, and then I did this one because I wanted this leaf, so I did it about, it goes right about here. There you go, okay? I ran it through the embossing cut machine, and then you come out with some pretty impressive embossed circles, okay? So I love that. All right, so what we're going to do now, since I have already painted, the 2 other circles with the metallic effects in silver. I think it really stands out. I think it's really pretty. Really, it's just, I think it's a great concept. Okay, so we're going to do this one. I have a wet paint brush. I mean, not wet, I'm sorry, dry. This, you need a dry one, okay? You're going to add the metallic effects with a dry watercolor brush, all right? So this is what we'll be using. And I'm going to move my pieces over to the side, and I'm going to move this over a little bit, and I just want to make sure you're able to see right here, okay? I'll just scoot it over a little bit more, and then that way you'll be able to see. So using my glass mat that we offer, this is a great tool. I love it, and there's just so much you can do with it. So all I'm going to do right now is lay down some metallic, hopefully you can see, yeah, there we go, some metallic effects, okay? And then I'm going to take my wet paintbrush, not my wet, sorry, it's dry. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint, okay? You don't have to worry about coloring all of it, okay? Don't feel like you need to color it all in. But I just love the effect that it gives. This is so great. So you get the idea, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Then what you're going to use is, I use baby wipes. I have them a lot for my card classes. So I'm just going to wipe off the paintbrush. We do sell these in a 3-pack. You can add water or rubbing alcohol. They're really nice to have on hand. And then look what I'm going to do. I'm going to take right here and I'm just going to use my baby wipe and clean it up. How great is that? I love it. Okay, so we're finished using the metallic effects. Now what I'd like to do is just take the heat gun. This is another great thing that's fun, is that you can leave this circle on the glass mat and watch. And you're going to go ahead and use the heat emboss tool. And I'm just going to go ahead and just dry this just a little bit. And look how I'm leaving it on the glass mat. The glass mat is not going to get hot. Whoops. The glass mat is not going to get hot. But I just love this. Oh, it keeps blowing away. There we go. I just want to give it a little. It does dry fairly quickly when you use the heat tool. These ones I painted earlier and did not use the heat tool, and they're already dry. So, okay. So let's go ahead and get started on creating our card. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my liquid glue and I'm going to position this piece. I would like it, let's see, the ombre, I think goes like this on the top. But I'm just going to leave about 1/8 of an inch, because when you close it, so there's not going to be a gap on that side. So what's great about the liquid glue is that, of course, it helps you. It won't adhere right away, so you have time to position it the way you want to. I'm just going to go like this, about 1/8 of an inch. There we go. Okay? So there, I love it. So see how it's covered there, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add our 3 circles. So when I had the other cards, you can see that I wanted to add the circle here, here, and here. That's about the same. And then I've got this white space so that the leaf can go over. So that's what we're going to do now, again, using our liquid glue. And I just sort of want to see what I like best. I like that one there, maybe this one down here, and this one here. Okay, you're going to want to cut it off just a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to find like a spot that doesn't have an impression and cut it off there. So we're going to do that there, this one here, let me move this one over, and then this one about there. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and adhere. So I'm not going to adhere some glue at the very top where I'm going to be cutting off. You can use your Stampin' Seal if you'd like, but liquid glue for me is just my go-to. I use it a lot. Okay, so then we're going to just add this. Let's see, we're going to do it. Add this right here. And you're going to press down, and you can go press around the unembossed area. All right. All right, so then this one, and I think we're going to cut off. We're going to probably cut this off a little bit. Or maybe this right here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm putting my finger right where I don't want to glue. So do this. Okay. There we go, all the way. All right. Let's make sure we try that again. We're going to have this go off a little bit. There we go. There. Okay, and then the last one, I'm gonna have this piece off a little bit so it goes like this. So again, put my finger where I don't want the glue. And then, so I love that there's so many varieties of ways. If you've looked at my other videos, using the Changing Leaves bundle, that I've done baby wipes and I've done the smooching technique. If you would like to see those, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube video. And my channel, so you guys can see when new videos come out. I'm always trying to do technique videos. I think it's fun because you're learning so much. As I'm learning, I want you to learn. So I basically love to do that. All right, so here we go. So we have our 3 pieces on, okay? Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and cut. I'm gonna cut the middle one first while the card is folded. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the edge off, okay? If you gotta come back in and do it a little bit more close, there you go. But it's not really gonna matter. So there's that, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead, now we can open up the card. See, I got a lot of glue there, but that's okay. I usually take my paper snips and take a rubbing alcohol pad and to clean all the glue off. So you'll see that. So I have glue on there because I am always doing fun things with the multi-purpose glue and always cutting with it. So it gets a little sticky, but once I clean it off, it'll be just brand new. All right, so we are set to go. How is that? I love it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add our leaf image. Here we go. All right, I don't really want it to go over. It can if you want it to a little bit, but I just sort of want to cover that white space, and we're going to put it there. So what we're going to use are dimensionals, okay? And I'm going to add a dimensional to each leaf petal. There we go. Whoops. That one was, okay. There and there, okay? My fingers are sticky, but what else is new? All right, here we go. So we're gonna do this, cut it off, and there. All right, so now I'm ready to adhere it to my card front. I'm just gonna put it right about here. Oh, fun. Isn't that great? Look how pretty it looks. I love the various colors. I love the paper pack. It's so great because it's this wonderful ombre effect. I just love it. Okay, so for the inside, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue my leaf in here. So when you open it up, you've got another little special surprise. I could have cut out some of the other leaves that don't get cut out with the hybrid embossing folder, but they're still so pretty. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and add it right here. And you might need to press it down for just a second. There we go. Okay, now what we need to do, let's go back to the front, and we need to find which of these we want. So I have the love you, I have the get well, the hello, the oh happy day, with sympathy, thinking of you, celebrate, just because, and you make me happy. I really am looking at the get well. See how we can just put it right there? I think that's great. So we'll take these and put them off to the side and have them for another time. Okay. So I'm going to use, again, dimensionals, and I'm probably going to use some mini dimensionals for this one. Okay, that should be enough. 3 should be enough. Can always add more, but I think this will just be perfect. All right, so here you go. And we're going to put the, do we want the get well right there? Maybe. Look at that. So pretty. I'm in love with this whole concept. Okay, So now we need to add some embellishments, and then we'll go and stamp the inside of the card. Okay, so here we have these new earth tone shimmer gems. We're going to be using these. So they could be Pretty Peacock. I'm not Pretty Peacock, Pecan Pie. But I really like the shimmer in them because they have a shimmer that's a silver shimmer. So I'm just going to add a few there. Okay, so I have those 3. And if you don't remember the little tip I showed you is cut a slit on the side of the plastic that it comes in, and it just slides right in. So there you go. Okay, so now let's talk about the inside. So I really want to use my changing leaves. I'm probably going to use, or a little note to brighten your day. I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that one out, and we're going to use the Cajun Craze color. Here it is right here. All right, and so I'm going to go ahead and line this up so it's nice and straight, so it is adhering. Another way, if sometimes after lots of use of the clear photopolymer, what you can do is take, this is a lens wipe, but it's got rubbing alcohol on it. It's great. I use these to clean my blocks. This is really nice to clean your blocks because it gets all the glue off. All right. And then I'm just going to go ahead and wipe down. This is a really good idea because this one was used a lot last week and I just didn't condition them. So we're just going to go ahead again and we're going to press down there. And it makes it cling a lot easier. I like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get Cajun Craze. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. Tap, 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 because the letters on the sentiment are so small, you definitely want to not push down too hard because then you won't be able to see the E. The E got a little gloppy, and the A as well. That's the only problem with these little letter sentiments. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and clean that off with my Stampin' Chamois. There we go. Okay. All right, so we are finished with this card. How fun was that? I love it. I love it. Let's get the other ones that are out. So here is the one using the Cajun Craze. Here is the one using the wild wheat. And here is one using the Pretty Peacock. I would love your vote. So maybe in the comments, if you guys would give me the card that you like the best. It's hard to decide. I am like, now I'm on a wild wheat kick, maybe because it's very much a fall color. But I've been into wild wheat a lot, but I do love Cajun Craze and I do love Pretty Peacock. So it's a hard decision for me. But I hope you really enjoyed this technique using the Metallic Enamel Effects Basics. Remember, it comes in a 3-pack with gold, copper, and silver. And today we used the silver. And we used a dry watercolor brush, okay? And it won't, the other thing I want to tell you, it won't stain. So it's great. It's back to normal. I really like that. All right, so hopefully I will have some more tips and ideas for you as the month goes on. I can't believe it's already almost September. So I'm going to be really in full gear for fall in September. So thanks for watching today, and I hope you have a great day and happy stamping.